Hi, my name is Tim Wilson, and today I'll be presenting how to shoot a basketball. I've been playing basketball ever since I was 4 years old, not so tall. I've learned there are three key tenets to shooting a basketball. Your grip on the ball, using your lower body as a spring, and your release of the ball. Now, for the first key tenet, your grip of the ball, you want to take your dominant hand, for me that's my right hand, and you want to grasp it with your fingertips. You don't want your fingers to be too far apart. You don't want them to be right next to each other. About halfway is good. When you're holding the ball, you want to make sure that there's room in between the ball and the palm of your hand. That way when you're shooting, you're actually shooting with your fingertips. Now as you're holding it with your dominant hand, your other hand is going to be holding on the side. About halfway the ball is good. And the reason it's on the side is because it's steadying the ball so it doesn't fall off your hand accidentally, or when you shoot so it doesn't veer to the left or to the right, keeping it straight during your shot. After you got a good grip of the ball, we're going to go into the second key tenet, using your lower body as a spring. You're going to first start out standing relatively straight up and down. You're going to bend your knees, taking that spring and putting it together. And then when you shoot, you're going to be pushing off with your toes, letting go of all that force and pushing up. And that's going right into the release of the ball. Now during the release of the ball's relatively over top of you. It's not directly over top of your head. It's a little bit to the side to where your dominant arm is. Your arms jutting out from your body, your elbows locked, your lower arm is perpendicular to the floor. That way when you go to the release of the ball, you can push off with your dominant hand. Your left hand is still holding it left to right, making sure it's not falling, and then you flick your wrist. Now when you flick your wrist, that's putting a good backspin on the ball. That's perfect for when you accidentally miss your shot and it hits the backboard of the rim. And after the bounce, it'll give you a greater percentage chance of it actually going in. So in summary, the three key tenets: good grip on the ball, using your lower body as a spring, and then your release. And if you do all that, you should have a pretty good chance of it going in. And that's how I shoot a basketball.